Hey guys, it's Amanda. If you're new here, I'm an American who has lived in England for a very long time. So I compare the similarities and the differences between the two countries, as well as reactions that you all request. Today we're going to watch why you should never, ever mess with the Royal Guard. But remember to leave recommendations in the comments. And if you haven't already, head over to my Instagram and give me a follow. It's where I post about what I get up to in my daily life, mainly my sexy side, because no one wants to see what I'm having for lunch.
It's true.
So head over to @LadyRayUK and say hello.
For over 500 years, the British royal family and its properties have been guarded 24/7 by an elite team of soldiers known as the King's Guard. Formerly known as the Queen's Guard, these elite soldiers represent the very best that Britain has to offer, showcasing an exceptional level of discipline, class, and self-control. Now, while the big furry hats might look like the definition of British sensibility, make no mistake, you take one wrong step and they'll come for you. But what actually happens when reckless tourists try to mess with the guards? Let's find out. Stand in the way and you'll first get a loud warning. It's best just to keep your distance.
Back right for the guys down! Guard the fence!
Here you can see what happens when you try to be funny near the guards.
Oh! Get yourself away! The king don't have to
When this regiment of King's Guards marched past some tourists, they couldn't help but notice a small child wearing his own version of the uniform. Normally, they just keep marching, but one guard decided to break tradition.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh my god, you're so tiny.
The Royal Guard are normally super sure on their feet. This time, not so much.
Oh no. Oh, that's so embarrassing. Happens to the best of us.
Get too close to a guard on duty, and you'll get this kind of treatment. The King's Guard put up with a lot of abuse from the public, but one rule you must follow is never touch a guard on duty.
Get back to the Queen!
Right. What possesses people to just go up and touch them? I genuinely don't understand this. Do you go up to random people on the street and just touch them on the shoulder or give them a little pat on the back? No, you don't. So why do people do it to the Royal Guard? I guess it is probably just to get a rise out of them, I'm assuming, because why on earth would you do it otherwise? I just don't get it.
Next time you're taking a standard tourist photo of a royal building, just make sure there isn't a King's Guard behind you trying to get through.
Oh, he didn't even know.
Sometimes even the police forget and get in the King's Guard's way, just going to show no one is above the rules when it comes to the Royal Guards.
Yeah, boy.
This next one just goes to show that the guards really never mess around. These kids were mocking the guard and leaning on the fence. Just watch what he does.
Get off the fence!
Like, it's their job.
This guard was doing his rounds when a woman decided to snap a quick photo with him. What did he do? Well, he handled it like a true King's Guard.
Bet she wasn't expecting that.
The guards will often allow tourists to take photos with them, but under no circumstances should you try to touch them.
Do not touch the Queen's Guard!
When teenagers block the pathway of a marching King's Guard, this happened.
Make way for the King's Guard!
This one is crazy. This tourist was standing in the path of a marching King's Guard, completely oblivious. They had no problems barging him out of the way.
Make way!
They literally just plowed him over. But then when you think about it, I know these videos are only a few minutes long, but how many times in a day does that actually happen to them? Where someone is just standing in their way and they have to get through. I bet so much. It must be so annoying when you're just trying to do your job, just do what you're supposed to do, and there's always someone getting in your way or saying something or touching you. No wonder they get so frustrated and raise their voice or push.
Personal space is everything to the King's Guard, so when a tourist got too close, this was the response.
Get back!
Photos are cool and all, but try taking them when you're not on the marching path.
Quick march! Make way! Quick march!
Steeped in rich history, the bearskin cap is a centerpiece of the King's Guard uniform. As only guardsmen are allowed to touch it, they require each other's help to fix and straighten the cap while on duty.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, that's a good point. I would like to know what the history is behind those hats. Did he say bearskin? I'm not sure if that's what he said. I would be curious. Because obviously it's never changed, has it? They've worn that same uniform. So I wonder why it is the way it is. Because I always think as well, like the chin strap, it literally is like here, and sometimes it's even in their mouth. I just think that must be really uncomfortable, like a whole day wearing it like that. For them to never ever change that design. So there's obviously a reason. So I'm just curious what that is. So if you know, let me know in the comments.
Watch closely at this one. The King's Guard have to present to their superior for inspection at least once a day. Everything has to be perfect before their officer will issue his marching commands.
Gun! By the right! Return! Force!
This guy had no idea he was about to be run over by a troop of the King's Guard.
They
if
never
he didn't
do.
hear the sound of marching, he definitely heard this.
I'd be
In this
so
clip, a
humiliated.
Windsor
I'd be so
Castle guard
embarrassed if
was
that
doing
happened
his
to me.
rounds when a group of tourists started to mock him and copied his march. The guard remained calm and composed for as long as he could, but was eventually pushed to his limit and decided to retaliate.
Step back from the Windsor Castle Guard!
Another day, another oblivious tourist. These marching guards will stop for no one, even when one woman ends up between two guards.
Make way!
Even if you so much as stand near a marching guard, you'll be met with a shouting, The golden rule in all of these interactions is look but don't touch. While most people get the message, some people have to be reminded. Members of the King's Guard are often impressive physical specimens, like this massive guy who
guy's
measures in at
huge.
6'6".
Especially with the hat on, that adds like a foot.
So what do you
Just don't mess with them. I know I've said it a few times in the video already, so I'm not going to repeat myself, but just let them do what they need to do. You wouldn't go into anyone else's workplace and just poke at them or mock them or just try to make them angry, upset to get a rise out of them. You wouldn't, would you? So why do it to them? Like, I see these videos and I think to myself, what sort of person does that? Obviously, some of those people, they were just standing at the wrong place at the wrong time. They were completely oblivious to the situation. That could happen to anybody. And you would just be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Be embarrassed, but that'd be it. Whereas people that are walking next to them, just mocking what they do or whatever, I just think, get a life. But that's just me. I don't know. But let me know what you think of these videos if you feel the same way. Because, yeah, I do. But as always, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, smash that like button if that's what you're into, and I'll see you in the next video.